Hi guys, Stephen here from INEXTERIORS Painters and Decorators, and you're watching INEXTERIORS TV. In today's tutorial, I'm going to show you how to repair peeling paint on an exterior front door. But first of all, I want to talk about the materials we're going to use. What we're going to use is some 80 grit sandpaper, we've got a selection of scrapers, we've got a filling knife and cork board, a dust brush, some 2-part wood filler, some Zinsser B.I.N shellac based primer, some methylated spirits, black gloss, black undercoat, but you can also use dark grey undercoat, and a selection of brushes. Now I just want to talk a little bit about this Zinsser primer. This primer sealer stain killer it's a good product to have around your house. Like I say, it's shellac based, it dries fast, it can hide stains. So say your kid has drawn a crown mark on a wall, you can touch it up with that Zinsser primer, it will dry in 15 minutes, you can then get your emulsion and then touch it up and the crown won't bleed through. And that's also the same for watermarks as well. Just touch up your watermarks and then put 2 coats of your wall colour over the top, and that'll be good. And also it seals knots as well in bare wood, so you don't have to use knotting, you can just use this instead. It's just an all-round good product to have around your house. But also it has to be washed out with methylated spirits and not terps. I just want to stress that. If you want to check out the card above there, you'll see a video of how to wash out a brush that's been used in Zinsser B.I.N primer. Okay then. Also, this Ronseal wood filler is probably the best out there for sanding down. I just like to try and make the jobs as easy as possible and use the best things that I know to use. So I highly recommend the Ronseal wood filler as well. With that said guys, let's do this. Okay guys, what I'm talking about here is this here, this peeling paint. You know, here it's just where the weather hits it, here and right down below here as well. Okay guys, it's time to scrape and sand the door using this 80 grit sandpaper. Right, so now we're at these bits, we just give them a good scrape any loose off. And give it a good sand. You know, the wood is perfectly solid. It just looks bad because the paint's all flakes off, but it's just where the weather hits it. And just make sure you give it a really good sand. Using this high quality 80 grit sandpaper really does help. And having this sandpaper around the house is just generally good to have. Okay guys, now we're going to dust it off before we spot prime it with a Zinsser. What we're doing now is just spot priming all the bare bits of wood, just to make sure the bare wood's all got a coat of primer on it first. If you want to purchase any 2-part Ronseal wood filler, methylated spirits, 80 grit sandpaper, B.I.N Zinsser primer, please find the links in the description below. Right, what we have here is this uneven surface from the old paint to the wood where we sanded it. What we're going to do with this is we're going to fill it with 2-pack filler to smooth it out a bit. They say that to mix your 2-pack filler, use a golf ball size of the filler and then put a pea size of the hardener. If you want to do a smaller mix, just halve it to half a pea and half a golf ball size. Once you've mixed the filler, try and be quite quick with it because it does go off fast. Then what we do with the 3-inch filling knife is just fill out that ridge. We're just taking out that edge. And it's important to leave it as clean as possible so it's a lot easier to sand. And now I'm just smoothing out these beadings with the filler as well. Right, that's what it should all look like when it's filled. Before you start sanding this 2-pack, just make sure you've got some good quality 80 grit sandpaper, as this stuff is still quite hard to sand down. Even though it's a lot better than the other stuff out there, it still does require some effort. Also, when you're sanding, try not to break through the primer as well, so just try and really concentrate on the areas that you put the filler on. What I'm doing now is undercoating it in Black Johnson's Aqua undercoat. You can also use dark grey undercoat as well. And with all the prep work done, it's now ready for glossing. Now I'm adding a coat of black gloss to bring this to a finish.
And that, guys, is how you repair peeling paint on an external front door. If you've got anything from this video, please like, share and subscribe. Please hit that notification bell if you want to be notified of any future videos. And also leave a comment down below. We look forward to hearing from you. Take care. Thank you.